there was a period of my life where I chose consecutively for almost 4 years, by the way. Not 4 years, actually, maybe 2.5 years, now that I think about it. 4 relationships of women who had children, women who were not able to fully commit to me to move to where I needed to be able to set up life with me or to grow with me. And in one case, it was a woman who was even married. So she was with someone, had children. So basically, the entire possibility of her being in a stable relationship with me was impossible. And yet, I put myself through so much trauma, like put myself through the grinder continuously to try and attempt to get it to work because just like you, I wanted her to pick me. I wanted her to pick me over her partner. I wanted all those other women to pick me over their kids and the priorities they had in their own lives. And it's not because of them, but it's because deep down in my own childhood, in my own space, with my own mom, I wished she always picked me and she didn't. And so deep down inside, because she didn't really show up for me, I unconsciously replicate the same situation, putting myself in the same position because the hope is that one day that story will be different. But the tough truth for me, and I needed to go through, if I'm being honest, such incredibly intense pain to the fact that I manifested a very serious injury on my left foot. I think I shared this with some of you on the gauntlet, and it actually slit the ligaments that allow your foot to like flex. So I couldn't even stand on my foot because my ligaments were just like flopped like this. My foot was like this. And what's so crazy is until I was willing to see the pain that I was bringing to myself through awareness, or the awareness that I was bringing to myself through the pain, until I was able to actually fully witness that, my body didn't heal, my heart didn't heal, and I couldn't move forward. And it's only when I actually did that, miraculously, a doctor said that he was like, you're never going to play again, and you're never going to walk again. And what's so crazy, and this is the optimistic side, the beautiful side of it, is that when I actually worked through that and managed to uncover the strength to reparent myself, it wasn't about giving up the other person. It wasn't about saying they're not good for me and I deserve something better. There's no point us saying that to ourselves if we don't believe it. So what I had first had to do was not push that person away. I had to go back first and say, what do I really need or want to deserve? That was where, or what really needed my attention, and it was my inner child. It really was my inner child because I was repeating the exact same thing from like 32 years ago in relationships in the present. Now, only you, and I'm not going to ask you this question, and I know you're doing a lot and you're doing a lot in your healing journey. This is exactly the same conversation I had with another friend, like the same friend yesterday. I said, it sucks in life that we validate our professional existence so much and so strongly that we're willing to give up so much of our emotional healing for the fact that like, oh no, work got in the way, or I have to focus on these things, or work or money or priority, so much so that we invalidate our own healing, our own worth. And that's literally just perpetuating the same story we've always told ourselves, is that I don't deserve to be committed to. So I'm going to commit to my work. I'm going to commit to other people. I'm going to commit to showing up here. I'm going to commit to my other habits, maybe good and bad. But I'm not going to be able to fully commit to that thing that I really need, which is me. And that part is tough because no one's really done that for us. No one showed us that that was normal, right? So why would we believe it's so normal to like show up for ourselves? We wouldn't. That's the hardest thing to do. It's easier for us to be loved and validated by everybody else, and so we'll show up for everyone, than it is to really just show up for ourselves and say, this is what I need, and I refuse to let go until I actually get it because I deserve it. But once we do that, once we step into that place of healing, of support, of love for ourselves, once we're actually able to reparent ourselves around those traumatic moments with our nervous system, it becomes easier to look at that person and say, you may be a great human being, but I don't deserve this in my life anymore. You're able to say, you know what? For so long, I needed you to show up for me because then I would believe that my dad could show up for me. But you know what? Now I'm showing up truly for myself. And in doing so, I realized that I don't need you to show me what I'm worth. I don't need you to choose me anymore. And I don't need for sure to find myself in situations where I'm waiting for someone to choose me.
Hey, and welcome to the Inner Yats YouTube page. If you like our content, make sure you click the like and the subscribe button so that you get more of these amazing videos that keep coming your way.